Boultercanu serve doubles delight as women's tennis returns to Queen's Club. Emma Raducanu and Katie Boulter displayed an infectious chemistry on a historic day at the West London club. Moments before Emma Raducanu and Katie Boulter walked onto Court 1 to add a touch of pizzazz to a historic day at Queen's Club, a woman carrying an empty Pimm's jug went to go for a refill. "I'm sorry, but if you leave, we won't be able to let you straight back in," she was told by a steward. "You will have to queue." The woman thought for a moment, looked at the packed stands, and returned to her seat. It turned out to be a wise decision. And not just because the queue to see the British pair, or Boultercanu as the press had already anointed them, was snaking halfway around Queen's Club. For when the action began, Raducanu and Boulter proved to be an instant sensation as they walloped the doubles pair of China's Jiang Xinyu and Taiwan's Wu Fangxin 6-4, 6-2. But it was not only the quality of their play in their first match together that stood out. There were also plenty of laughs, high fives, and jokes, which continued at the press conference afterwards. Asked whether they might be tempted to also give the doubles a whirl at Wimbledon, Raducanu played it straight. "We're just going to keep trying to do as best as we can this week and take it from there." But before she could go on, Boulter interjected. "Scrap what she said with a laugh. We're going for the Wimbledon title." Raducanu added, "I was actually very nervous before the match. Probably more nervous than the singles, because I just didn't really necessarily know what to do. But Katie made me feel so comfortable, and I'm just so pleased to get a win on the board." The only pity was that many fans on the first day of women's tennis at Queen's Club since 1973 were unable to watch, as the match was played in front of 1,000 spectators on Court 1 rather than on the Andy Murray Arena, which holds 7,700 seats. "I think it is very swear-word annoying," one spectator, Helen Milliner, said as she waited outside. "I booked tickets for the Andy Murray Arena months ago and was hoping to see Ratters and Katie on there, especially given it is such a historic day. I tried to get on to Court 1 to see them, but the queue was incredibly long. I was told it would take an hour to get on." A spokesperson explained later that the decision was down to contractual issues obliging the WTA to put predominantly singles matches on the main court. Court 1 was so intimate that when Raducanu filled her water bottle after the first set, she was able to have a quick chat with some of the spectators who were less than a meter away from her. Not that she minded. "I love playing on those smaller, outside courts where you really feel the support and the crowd gets into it," said Raducanu, who showed no signs of a back spasm that had interrupted her preparations. "I was filling my bottle up and I was literally having a chat in the stands because that's how close it is." Those hoping to see the match on TV were also left disappointed as the BBC showed Sona Cardle's match against Daria Kasatkina instead. But Cardle, who has moved into the top 50 in the world, certainly lived up to her billing as she played one of the best matches in her career to defeat the world no. "I was excited to be the first Brit on the Andy Murray Arena," Cardle said. "I think it's an incredible court and the packed crowd was right behind me exactly when I needed it. I loved every second. It was super special." Having a WTA 500 women's tournament is not the only change at Queen's Club this year. For the first time, there are also no line judges. It means that when a player hits a ball out, the crowd hears pre-recorded voices collected by the Lawn Tennis Association from its members and partners. Not that it was entirely successful. Several times when the ball clattered into the net, a cry of "out" was heard. For the first time, spectators have color-coded stickers under their seats. A green sticker means they can leave while play is going on. But if they have an orange one, they can move only at the end of a game. Red means they can do so only at a change of ends or a set. The good news for those coming to Queen's Club on Tuesday is that Boulter and Raducanu will be back in action in the singles, with Boulter kicking things off against Ajla Tomljanovic before Raducanu faces Kristina Buxa. And, yes, both matches will be on the Andy Murray Arena.